Hey, you're listening to Don't Make Sense. I'm Dr. Vivian Rodriguez, an educational psychologist, blogger, educator, and coach who loves to talk about style, life, creating, and mental health. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about Spanx items that look and feel amazing. Okay, so let's get started. Now, first is Spanx. These items I'm going to go over were actually gifted to me by Spanx, but all opinions are my own. Most of these can be, well, I think all of them, you could wear them to work. And I don't know about you, but for me, we've been working from home for a while with COVID, but we're starting to go back to work. Society is starting to come out from our little caves from home. And so I feel like it's the perfect time to kind of do a refresh of your workwear, to look at things that you will kind of enjoy wearing and that feel good. And so for these items, they all I feel like they look great, but they also feel good. And so, if you've been following me for a while, listen to the episodes, I'm really into making sure what I wear feels good and in addition to looking good. All right, so let's get into the 4 items that I think that you want to check out from Spanx that not only look amazing, but they feel amazing on. The first one is a pencil skirt. So what I love about this pencil skirt, and by the way, I didn't know they had a pencil skirt. So I'm like, what? Um, so I love that it smooths you out, but it also feels comfortable, right? So that's what I feel like is awesome about these items is that they do the smoothing of Spanx, right? But at the same time, they feel super comfortable. I don't feel like I'm being constricted while I'm wearing it. And for me, I never pass up a good pencil skirt. I have some other ones. Some of them are actually too big right now because I've lost weight over the years, or yeah, just by just eating healthier and just exercise, not like a concerted effort, but cool, we'll go with it. So when I find one that works and has stretch in it, I'm all over it. I'm all into it. I feel like it's an item that looks great with curves. I feel like it's also kind of like a really feminine item that makes you feel like a woman. There's some things you wear that you're like, I don't know, for me, but it's like I enjoy being a woman, and I feel like a pencil skirt is one of those. So smooths you out, it feels comfortable on. I'm wearing a 1X. All of the items that I'm talking about, I'm wearing a 1X, and I feel like they fit like a glove perfect. So you can go and check that one out. So I like that it's just a pull on. There's no zippers, you know. Like I'm not a fan of zippers and stuff like that. I sometimes I just put things on even if they have a zipper. I know I shouldn't, but I don't know. I guess a little lazy. Anyway, but I like that it's just pull on. It's comfortable. The length is right, and it feels great and looks great. So that would be the first one I think that you're going to want to check out. The next one is just, I think, like a staple, an essential. It's the slim black pant. So a pair of slim black pants for work, and I think for evening too, you can do these. Same thing, no zippers, just pull on. The fabric is but all of these items, it's like thick enough that it kind of smooths you out, but thin enough that it's not like feeling too heavy or constricting. So there's a lot of stretch in all of these, and I love it. So, and the length is right too. So the slim pack black pants, you can, and I think that the waist is a little higher too, which is what I like about these. So have worn it with like a tie neck top, but you could easily wear it with like a button up shirt, just, a sweater. I've worn it with that. And I think it looks great with the items, whatever you're wearing on top, just tuck it in. I think that's a good way to wear it. But, you could do what you want to do. But I think it could look good with the blazer and make it like a little suit type of thing. And the black, all these items is really rich. So I feel like that's going to make it easier to pair it with other things. So again, super easy to put on. Love them with the little pair of heels or flats. They look great. And they just kind of smooth you out and skim your frame without feeling constricted. So I'm into that. The other item is a wide leg pant. So this is like one of those items, if you listen to another episode, I talk about a tulle skirt. And I think wide leg pants are also like an item where you're like, I didn't know I needed this. So it reminds me of when I was in college, and there was a time where I was always wearing these like pull on pants from like Express or something that no zippers, just pull on. And they were like the kind of flare bottoms. This is like, I'd say late 90s. So anyway, it reminds me of those little clubbing days that I had. But what I like about these, again, the fabric is pretty substantial. It smooths you out, and the waist is not a low rise. So I think it hits you right where is the most kind of like, I'll say flattering, but again, I've mentioned people get really triggered by that word, but I'm okay with flattering. But I feel like it hits me where I like my pants to hit me on my waist, so that when I sit down, I'm not doing some little show or anything like that. So I really, really like these pants, and I could wear, these items so far, all of these to work, without a problem. Just the way you style them, probably would do a little blazer or something to kind of, elevate it a bit. But yeah, so I'm really, really liking these wide leg pants. I feel like is the item that you didn't know you needed, and I like that. The fabric again is really substantial, and so it's easy to put it on, and it's not too thin, and I feel like it kind of skims your frame without being too tight, and the flare, the kind of the way it flares out is not, it looks professional enough that I can wear it to work. All right, the last item I'm going to talk about is a bodysuit, just a basic black V-neck long sleeve bodysuit from Spanx. And I didn't know they had a bodysuit either. I just knew that they had these like shapewear things. And I like this because I'm wearing it right now, if you're watching the video. Um, because it has like the smoothing of Spanx, but I don't feel like it's constricting me. I feel like I still can move in it. And the black is a really dark black too. So I feel like this is a perfect like layering item if I want to throw a scarf over it or a blazer or whatever. And I love bodysuits because they're already like kind of smooth and they tuck right in. So that's another item I think that you want to check out. And I'm wearing this one in a 1X as well. All right, so there you have it. Those are the 4 items from Spanx that I feel like they look and feel amazing on, and that you can also kind of, wear for work, um, and that I think you will be able to rotate them through, over the seasons, and really enjoy wearing them, because clothes should make you feel good, right? Because getting dressed and living life should feel good. So anyway, you will be able to see all of these items. They'll be linked in the show notes on the blog on Live by Viv. And I'll have all of the items there, the links, and then I'll kind of little style tips for you as well. And you'll see how I styled each of these items. Like what you're hearing? Go ahead and subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. You can also share the podcast on Instagram and tag me at Live by Viv. As far as my music, it's The Croft by Joachim Karud. And everything we talked about in this episode can be found in the show notes on livebyviv.com. Okay, and remember, don't mix in because you don't need to.